In this video, we're gonna dive into what did we find at the coin shop today from a customer that brought in. What did we actually pay out for it? We're gonna let you folks know what's going on with that story. And we got news on 90% silver. Please like, share, and subscribe. Trying to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We are currently sitting at 4,452 of us in the shop. Please help me out with that. Let's just get into the video right now. This morning, I was not at the shop today. I got a phone call. Went down to the coin shop this morning after we bought this particular dime. Guy came in with 4 rolls of bullion dealer wrap coins. I'm not going to say the name of the company at all. It's one of the big boys out there. I'll leave it as that. We found a 1916D Mercury dime. This thing is probably in very fine condition. About grade maybe will come back as a 25, 26, somewhere around there. In very good 20 grade. It books for $5,500, folks, for one silver dime. That was one of the best minted year coins, lowball mint coins, 264,000, if I can read my book right. Yeah, 264,000, 1960 dimes, produced the lowest minted year. So, the owner asked, okay, we normally go through every single dime. Sometimes we ask for people's phone numbers if they don't want to wait around. And we go through every single 90% silver coin we get in the shop before we put them on to market. And we do ask, not many coin shops will do this even. Okay? Not many will do this. We'll ask for people's phone numbers just in case we find something rare. Well, he had about 6 rolls from an online bullion dealer. Again, I'm not going to mention the company's name. Don't know how long ago this guy actually bought them for. But we offered him. He didn't want to send it himself. He says, what's the best price you can give me for right now? Well, our owner said, look, I'm offering to offer you X, Y, and Z. I'm going to tell you that X, Y, Z number in a minute. Or we can send it in, cough up to $45. Here's the paperwork. If you want us to do the paperwork, it's going to be an extra $25 for us doing the paperwork. That's fair, okay? He didn't want nothing to do with that at all. So he says, well, I'm thinking it's going to come back maybe VF 25. He says a 20 will book for $5,500. He says, I'm willing to give you $4,800 right now for this dime. And it's our dime. Whatever comes back in, I'm taking the chances on this. You know, we don't know what it's actually going to come back at. We're just guesstimating. But our owner's pretty gosh darn good of grading coins. I'm pretty gosh darn okay with it. I'm not perfect with it. I've been on the nose before. I missed it by a few grades. I've seen his dime. I think he's right on the nose. He says, look, I'll offer you $4,800 for it right now. If it comes back as better, then I win. If it comes back as less, then I lose. The guy says, well, so you're going to need $45 plus $25 for you to do the paperwork. Or if I do the paperwork, it's going to be $45. And the owner goes, absolutely. He says, then we get a tack about $10 for shipping on each way, so it's going to cost you another $20. He says, geez. He says, but it might be worth it for you to do it. So, the guy's going to have us grade it, have it sent out, and wait for it to come back, then offer him a deal on the coin. This is the type of coin we don't really deal with at the shop. We don't deal with high-end collector's coins at this particular coin shop. So we will probably sell it to another shop close by that has the higher-end clientele for graded coins. And yes, we do dabble in it a little bit, but this tie-in, we don't have the clientele in our shop for that. We will have to send it off to another shop. And we just have to wait and see what this coin comes back with. But, you know, you just never know what you're going to get from a bullion dealer or when you buy off of eBay. People don't look. Did it get messed from this online bullion dealer? Probably so. Was it searched through by human hands? Maybe so. But again, we just never know what's going to be in our rolls of dimes, quarters, half dollars, whatnot. So the guy said, "Can you give me a little bit of a loan on it?" Because he really wanted some money for Christmas. And then he says, and our owner goes, he says, "Yeah, I'll give you $1,500 on it, just right now. We will write it up the slip, and I'll give you $1,500 plus your other dimes that you have. Will that help you out?" And he said, "Absolutely." So that's what we're going to do for him. I mean, we know the value is there. We know he's going to get more than $1,500 for the dime. That's a plus. Our owner was nice enough to give him that little bit of a head start on the funds. I mean, because we know we're going to get the dime back, and we know it's going to come back, and he's just going to get upfront money now and help the guy out for the Christmas season and the holiday season. So we're trying to do everything we can to help people out with the shop that I work for. Our owner is great. Sometimes he's going to be, a little bit rough with us sometimes at the shop. He when we have a bad day, he will complain and moan, "Oh, the shop didn't only did this," but overall, the shop has done very well this year, folks. Not going to sugarcoat that. We are up for the year. We've seen more and more people coming in to buy silver, gold, and platinum. Not so much platinum, okay? There was a run on platinum early this year, back in March, I would say, of this year. That's kind of calmed down through the year. We saw, a couple ounces a week here and there for platinum. Gold's still holding strong, but gold's coming back off. It's been mostly silver. Now let's get into the 90% silver. That's why we search our 90% silver too, because we don't want to take advantage of any single customer out there. If you don't know what key dates are, I've done videos on most of the Roosevelt dimes, Mercury dimes, Washington silver quarters. Look those videos up. You can also get, let me zoom my folks, and you can also get the red book. This is the red book. I'm not trying to sell you nothing, okay? I got no link that I make 40 cents off this book for nothing. You can, folks, find this on Amazon or eBay. If you want to wait to April, the new 2026 book will come out in April. If you want to wait that long. I got the 2025 now. The 2026 will come out in April. I buy one every single year because of the business I'm in with the shop. You do not need to buy this every single year for junk silver. You just don't need to, because that's not going to really change that much unless there's an auction on a online auction or one of these big auctions that sells coins. That will update every single year if there's a higher coin that sells. That's the only information. The only other new information out there on these books will be the previous year listed. So these have the 2024s in it. The next year, when the 2026 books comes out, the 2026 coins, the 2025 coins will be in. 2024 coins, will be in next year's book. Okay? That is what only difference in each of these books. There's the prices that are listed in the red book are not guaranteed prices. It's a guide, just like it says in the book. And I'm not trying to sell you a red book. I don't care if you buy one, don't buy one. You don't even have to buy one. You can go on, you can actually look this information up on Google and get a baseline price of what key dates are. And you know what? You can look on eBay too. Don't have to buy nothing on eBay, but eBay is a good guide to use for prices, what people are willing to pay. Auction houses, Heritage Auction House, another good tool to use, what people are willing to pay. Just because it's sold at this one place does not mean that's set in stone. The market changes all the time. Now, I'm still saying there's a 90% silver shortage. All right? We are getting it in. We're selling it as fast as it comes in. It's a little bit more coming in, a little bit more heavier this past week. I think people are trying to get Christmas gifts, holiday gifts, New Year's gifts, birthday gifts this month. You know, people do have birthdays in December too, and that's a rough one when someone has a birthday in December. You gotta get Christmas gifts, birthday gifts, and all that. This is what's going on right now. I think there's a little bit of dumping right now. There's not a lot, okay? I'm not going to say there's a whole pile coming in. There's not. I'm talking $40, $50 here and there are coming in. And just about everybody will, if they only have a few rolls, it only takes us a few minutes to go through the rolls for them to make sure they don't have anything really special. But every now and then, we do find a key date, either in dimes, quarters, or halves. So who knows? If you get rolls from these online bullion dealers, they're in a wrap roll, you just might want to look. You know, you just might want to open them up and look through them and make sure you didn't get a key date yourself. And if you're the type of person who's saying, I'm going to give this to my relatives when I pass on, that's all fine and dandy. But make sure you know, they know, or leave a note of what you have so they don't get ripped off. I'm so afraid of people getting ripped off because, you know, that is the worst scenario. You stacked your whole life, you pass it on to relatives that don't know. They take it into a coin shop and say, Mr. Coin Shop, Mrs. Coin Shop, what's my stuff worth? I have no idea what this is worth. Some of those coin shops will take advantage of that situation. Pawn shops, some of them will take advantage of that situation. Don't let that happen to your family. Leave a note, show them a guide, leave a coin book in the thing, and write out a note saying you must search before you sell. Don't get ripped off if they didn't want the metal themselves. That's all I got for you folks today. If you folks have any questions for me, please email me. My email is in the description of every single video. I thank you all for watching. Thank you all for subscribing. If you're not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe key. Hit that all bell, and you'll be notified when I put out the next video. Until then, Coin Shop Chris is out.